come fast. Let's be honest for once and own it. Lose ourselves and live in the moment. When they doubt, we just show them. Private plane, we just flown in.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the Ravens.
Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. Dukes out a one-stop. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Kate, he just continued showing he can run anywhere and anytime he wants, including to nearly a third MVP award. I love the 4,000-yard passing season, and sure, 45 total touchdowns now. Now it's just getting back to that elusive Super Bowl for the Ravens.
Lamar out of the pistol. Now here he goes. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an applause, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Lamar off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Complete Derrick Henry. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, Henry. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First and 10 at the 38.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, and they go right back to it. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the 34. Finds him over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They're now set for 1st and 10. From the pistol, Henry finds a big lane, and he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
A draw now. This is Henry. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's good.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Sending the tight end in motion left. Henry. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Play action now with Jackson. Caught just shy of the goal line. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and they found the end zone as a result.
That is Tyler Luke, now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Craig Reynolds to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
Kate, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback, a guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills, and it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league.
Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Goff to the air now. That's caught. Here comes Jameer Gibbs. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Goff on third. Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Picked off by Malachi Starks. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the second time. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you could go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
First down, here's Lamar. Into traffic, complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First down.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
That's a gain of 14 yards.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Setting him on the dime. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Blitz coming, Lamar. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens drive out to an early 14-0 lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So the Lions headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And a big setback for them to overcome early, Brock, giving them points off that interception. And for a quarterback, a tough way to start the game as well. They got to shake that off.
Yeah, but this is where you really do start to see just the cream of the crop. The quarterbacks that are the best in this league flush, no matter what the circumstances are, but especially the negative ones. You flush them away and you go persevere.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Goff on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Give them an even 10 yards on the play. And that gives the Lions the first. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They go play action with Goff. Downfield is fine, St. Brown. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
First down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
2nd and 13. Ravens swoop it in, and they bring him down. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Brings in the lob pass. And they make the tackle at the 38.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And that's going to keep the difference at 14 points.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, wow, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Henry gets it here to start the drive. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
1st and 10 from the 41. Running once more with Henry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Lamar now from the gun. Andrews has it, working downfield. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 20-zip lead. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. And we haven't even reached the end of one, and already that's the 3rd time that he's thrown them into the end zone. It's hard to think of a better start he could be having than this. Here's Luke for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens push their lead to 21-zip already.
Lions, nothing.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Reynolds with a return. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And things are really getting away from him, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On first down, it's gone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge. But offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you could do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult to injury.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Another try following the sack. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
To the air on first down. Here's Goff. Screen here for Gibbs. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Now Goff. Taken in by Williams outright. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Working inside the red zone. Able to find right. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Offense to the line for second down. Again, Goff. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions, the reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions get it back to a 14-point game.
Lions 7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Hill now to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. They've got first down from the 31. Lamar off the play fake. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions have it at the 47 following the interception. Man, great call by the defense there. They go to cover 2 for that play. And it's the free safety back there who makes the read and forces that turnover.
And that's who you want playing that cover 2, covering half the field, right? Those strong safeties near the line of scrimmage. A little more depth in playing the run. Free safeties, this is exactly what they want. They want to play that half, and when that ball is in their vicinity, go and take it away.
The Lions offense returning to the field. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the touchdown. And look at where they start with the football now.
They'll toss it to Gibbs. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Another one for Gibbs. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Here he is on third and long. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens get the football just short of their 20. That's the interception and return.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And they're in some of the danger right there, Kate, when you're just over-aggressive. I get it. You want to capitalize on that takeaway. You want to take a shot. You want to add to the momentum of it. But you know what? Checkdowns could be your friend, too. Cannot force it in that situation.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. The drive begins with Henry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Jack Campbell. No gain on the play. Brings up.
And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 21-7 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They still have 10 to go here. It's second down. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Down the middle of Henry. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Over the 25-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Running it with David Montgomery. And this is brought to a stop at that, let's say, the 34-yard line there. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
A gain of 12. First down, Lions.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the shotgun, gone. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
39-yard line.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. All right, played short of the marker for the moment, but they've got third and short coming up from their own 44.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Trying to sneak here, Goff. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Gibbs now from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's 2nd and 11. Dump off caught by his back. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield stripe. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Goff on 3rd. Dumps it off to his running back. Oh, he's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on 3rd down.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Get to Henry on the inside handoff. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
13 yards on the play. And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Play action, here's Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
That's good for Baltimore. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. The toss now to Henry. And he gets him around 6 there. Terrion Arnold in on a stop.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's got it. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Henry punches it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots in this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motioning right. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's a middle drill right there. That is a textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Gibbs. Room to work at the 35. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. 35 on the pickup. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belly. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that 2nd level.
He's keeping it. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Lions.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
Gibbs, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 7-yard line. First and goal, Detroit.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First and goal. Here's Gibbs. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go. Brock, they take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
The throw is caught. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, third and goal. From the gun, Goff. And it's incomplete on third and goal. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. So now they're left with fourth and goal.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Bates' kick is up and good. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Hill now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. A draw now. This is Henry. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice. And now a really manageable second down.
Just let it burn, talking about money, homie, I ain't concerned. I'ma tell you what banks told me, cause go ahead, switch the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate them, watch the money pile up. Or we can go upside they with a come on, they know what we be. You can find me in the club. Mama, I got what you need, you need to feel it. I'm in the habit, I ain't gonna make it. So
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. This is Henry on second. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
First down, ball at the 36. Another run for Henry. Blast through midfield. And finally down right along that opposing 40. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So all he needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted to stopping the quick pass. Became real easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, and they go right back to him. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up second and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3. Running once more with Henry. Wow, he's about as close to the first as you can get, partner. Down to the 31, but didn't get it. It's third down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up third and 1.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Ravens leading near the break. A 5th defensive back into the game for the Lions. Third down coming. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback trying power for it. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
You know, Kate, that's a successful play on two fronts. Number one, you get the first down. Number two, keep that defense guessing as to who is just going to get the carries.
Out of the gun, Henry. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
7 yards on that last play, so this is second and 3. The left side caught by Andrews. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. He gets 6 on that play, and that's good for a Ravens first down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Short yardage situation here. It's third and 2. Lamar now from the gun. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. That one intended for Mark Andrews. So it's going to be 4th and short.
4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Luke knocks it through, and that stretches the lead to 21.
We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of the half.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout.
1st down, Detroit.
So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Fields this one at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here comes the offense for Detroit to begin the second half. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Goff. Finds the in route complete. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
And the Lions, 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Goff on 1st and 10. Throw complete to Williams. And he'll get this up to his own 44. Jair Alexander with the stop.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Now Goff. It's on target to Williams. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Lions, 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Now Gibbs. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Tackled by Trenton Simpson. 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
On 1st down, it's Goff. Screen here for Gibbs. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Goff tosses that quickly out wide. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of timing, proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
3rd and goal now from the 6 after that last play. Goff to the air now. Ravens swoop it in, and they bring him down. And the defensive down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
Hey, 3rd down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. But it can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
He's happy to bring him 3 points closer, but I'm sure he sees the situation of the game. He knows 3 isn't going to cut it to end these drives. They need to find the end zone.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Rasheen Ali on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Ravens take over
The
first.
Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Lamar out of the pistol. Hits his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Making that throw into double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. Give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch. A whole bunch of bodies around him.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 27. All the left side. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
That's good for Baltimore. First down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to tuck it and run. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Baltimore. First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st down, ball at the 36. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Kirby Joseph up for the stop.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. It's Henry on the counter. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Tyreek Williams, the 1st-round rookie out of The Ohio State University, in there for the stop.
This defense may have been headed the wrong way initially on that counter run, but they never lost contain. As that play shifted back, they flowed with it and caught him before he could break it up the sideline.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. It's a Baltimore touchdown! The Ravens make it a 3-possession game. Derrick Henry, the touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens grow the lead now to 22 points.
38. Lions 16.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Reynolds with a return. This makes it up to the 25. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Another one for Gibbs. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Nate Wiggins. It's getting up to end that play.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
All the books in me, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in legal business, working on the phones. Either that or driving money hard to make the pickups. Man, it's 2008, I'm trying to paint the picture. Comeback season in the works, and now I'm thinking bigger. I got in the studio every night, late.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, call. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
The Lions ready for the punt. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Henry's going to try to pick it up. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Off play action, Goff. He just throws this one away.
Okay, I gotta believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Goff setting the throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Punting unit out now. Jack Fox will kick it away. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. And off now to Hill. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Hits him on the in route. And he's brought down at the 30, right near that line to gain.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Jackson trying to sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line, no gain.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. When you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
They bring a tight end in motion right. Hill now from the gun. And it'll only take this for about a yard. It's going to be second down.
The ball carrier.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down, here's Lamar. To the left and reeled in by Hopkins. He does it! Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. DeAndre Hopkins, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens grow their lead yet again.
Ravens 45, Lions 16.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. His return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Lions just about ready. First and 10. They go play action with Goff. Big strike here to Williams. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Play action here with Goff. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. So it'll be second down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
First down throw from Goff. Another one caught by St. Brown. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It'll be the Lions with possession, but this one pretty much decided at this point. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They're gonna throw again. Goff. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
On first down, it's Gibbs. Winging there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Goff. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions putting up points in a game decided. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions trail by 22 now.
Lions 23.
I see the bunch of mean guys in the band and a tie. Going on the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. Ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably the reason you die trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs. Moving on it like I'm picking a prize. Hit the crib with a collide, but really ain't tripping. We can get it right through the
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Ali to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. The gun, give to him. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Lamar now from the gun. Quick slant here, caught by Andrews. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. The left side is napped by Bateman. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Now give it to Hill. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and say these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. But they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, they make a huge difference in a run game.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Tight end in motion right. Hill again. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Here's Lamar on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line, no gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Baltimore first down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Jackson's going to keep it again. Juke the defender. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for another Baltimore Raven. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
To the line we go. They're set, first and 10. Now an inside give to Hill. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
Alex Anzalone on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 16-yard line.
They go right back to Hill. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Jackson now, third and long. Caught by Flowers. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
On fourth now, on comes Tyler Loop, gonna try this field goal for the Ravens. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. Loop knocks it through, and their lead grows further to 25 points.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
I can see from the front and the loop at once. I was gonna have to walk that by. From the spots, but I be on old net.
better pull up on my cousin on Rainbow Drive. We're clean, let the paint don't dry. Where you from? Claim you're sorry.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away.
Baltimore.
Reynolds with a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Goff. Throwing the out route complete. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 28. Finds him on the slant. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Goff to the air now. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They pick up 20 yards there. And that gives the Lions the first.
It's a gain of 20.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's Goff on 1st and 10. That's to Laporta again. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, a trusty tight end.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing again. Here's Goff. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
Well, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This throw is caught. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions make it an 18-point game.
Lions 30.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Hill now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
They motion the slot man right. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Now it's Hill. And they catch it behind the line on the outside. Some great range there by the defense to force 4th down.
You want a little rhyme time, Kate? You want some of my lyrics? Here you go. That was a toss that ended in a loss, and what it will cost is going to be this possession as they now face, wipe that smile off your face, an extra long 4th down.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. Secures this at the 17. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the shotgun, Goff finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They're set up at the 35 now. To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Coming right is Gibbs. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
Smith beyond the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Goff back to throw. Ravens swoop it in, and they bring him down. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Now, can't blame them looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Downfield is fine, St. Brown. And he will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. They find 21 yards and get the 1st down. Oh, baby, what a call to go for it on 4th. Shotgun snap here to go. He puts some power on a deep one left. And in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions get it back to within 2 possessions.
Detroit.
All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Bates now for the point after.
Extra point.
The point after splits the upright. And the Lions make it an 11-point ball game.
48. Lions 37.
Don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Baltimore running its offense out now. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Give right up the gut to Hill. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Jackson keeping it himself. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Third and a lone yard coming up. Blitz coming, Lamar. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 3-score game in the 4th. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens push their lead to 18.
55. Lions 37.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Return starts at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And he brings this one back. It's a Baltimore pick 6. Went to the old well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Yeah, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens continue piling on to this lead.
62. Lions 37.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Lions get ready to return to the field. And their shot at the win probably already gone before that last interception, but after the pick 6, Brock, whatever will they had to keep fighting, that might be gone now too.
Yeah, maybe time to look down that bench and try to give some other guys some opportunities as well.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Goff trying to get here after the pick. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Jameer Gibbs. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Lions hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 29. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
On 1st down, it's gone. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Second down now, 7 to go. Motioning Williams left. They go play action with Goff. Taken in by Williams outright. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third and just 2 to go. Again, Goff. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Goff. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They're gonna throw again. Goff. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put this out of reach early. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.